Hey everybody, so here we go. First day with the new format, and I'm going to jump right into it because like I said in my video the other day, I have to keep it under 15 minutes so that I don't have to put it through the media browser so that it doesn't take a million hours to process on YouTube. So face of the day, and I have some new products to show you because remember I said I was putting myself on a budget? Well, I had bought some things before I made that decision, so I do have some new products to show you. So let us begin with face primer. I've been getting back into using face primer again. I feel like it does make a difference with the finished look of your foundation. The only reason why I stopped using it for a while was I had been using a lot of BB creams, and I don't think I would put a foundation primer under a BB cream because a BB cream can take the place of a primer. So I had gotten away from using the foundation primers and picked up a new one, and this is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. And I'll have to get back to you on how this is because today is the very first day that I'm wearing it. And so I'm not sure yet. One thing I can tell you about this though, from what I have read in reviews, is that most people use way too much of this. You don't need a full pump. This stuff is super concentrated, so you only need the tiniest little amount to put all over your face. And yeah, so $6 is what it cost, which, you know, for a face primer, that's quite reasonable. It's more than what e.l.f. products normally cost. e.l.f. products are usually $3 for their studio line, $1 for their regular line, and this was $6, but I have a feeling that considering how little I needed to use, a container like this will probably last a very long time. And then I did buy a new foundation. This is CoverGirl Clean Whipped Cream, and it looks like this. And this stuff is full coverage, hands down. You don't really even need to set it with a powder. The first time that I used it, I didn't use a powder over it, and it was full coverage all day. Didn't budge, didn't move, didn't fade, didn't do anything. But just for the heck of it today, I set it with a powder just to see what I thought. And you know what? This is going to sound strange, but I kind of like this better without the powder over it in terms of the way it looks and the way it feels. But then again, used a new powder, so I don't know if it's the powder that I used over it that makes me not like it as much, but I think it's because of something about this foundation being full coverage. Putting a powder over it, it's too much, and it also gave it kind of uncomfortably dry finish, which I don't like because I have dry skin. So the new powder that I bought over is actually a very old powder in the sense that I had this before. It is one of the very few things that I have ever used up the container in its entirety, and that is the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder. Had one of these a couple years ago and loved it, used the whole thing up, and so I don't know, I've been doing that lately. I've been buying a lot of things lately that are the few things that I have used up in my makeup life, I guess we'll call it. But I got it in the color Sand, and I guess they changed the shade range on these because they used to have tons of shades of these, and now they only have 4. So I decided to go with the Sand, and yeah, this makes my skin feel like really almost uncomfortably dry now with this powder on. So I don't know if it's the combination of this in conjunction with the foundation. So I'll have to experiment with you know, different combinations, maybe try using that powder over a different foundation and see if I get the same results. But yeah, it definitely aggravates my dry skin. I mean, it does say matte powder, but I'm used to the Rimmel one, and the Rimmel one doesn't do that. It doesn't dry out my skin. So we'll see. For blush today, I have on Milani powder blush in pink Craze. This is such a pretty pink. This is a discontinued blush from Milani. I found it at a Dollar Tree a couple months ago, and yeah, how pretty is that? Just a pretty baby pink blush. And then I contour my face with L'Oreal True Match powder, and I get C6 Soft Sable, and I just find this is like the perfect face contour for me. And I like the texture of this powder. It just blends really easy when you're trying to do the contour. On my lids, e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. Did a video not too long ago about eyelid primers and had a little competition thing, and this won, which really surprised me, but it did. So I've been using it pretty much every day ever since. On my lids, on top of the eyelid primer, I have Milani Shadow Eyes in Almond Cream. And what this is it's just a like beige eyeshadow pencil. This was limited edition from Milani, and it's kind of like almost got like that concealer look about it. And these are wonderful. They're so creamy. See, when I blend it in, it kind of disappears into my hand. The reason why I put that on my eyelids on top of the eyelid primer is the eyeshadow that I used today needed a little help, and I knew that if I just used the eyeshadow alone on top of the eyelid primer that it wasn't going to be good. This is a new eyeshadow duo that I picked up. New to me, not new to the market. This is Maybelline eyeshadow duo Chic Naturals in BrownTones. And just a couple of really good basic neutral brown colors. This darker color I have in the crease, and I absolutely love it. It is amazing. However, this sort of camel colored lid color needs help. It doesn't go on very nicely, and it's a little bit too sheer. So that's why I put the Milani Almond, what is it? Almond Cream Shadow Eyes Shadow Stick underneath that base, you know, to kind of enhance it a little bit, make it go on a little bit better. Would I buy this again knowing that? I think I would. I think I would, just for that darker brown color right there is so nice, and that is pigmented, but it's just like the perfect, well, maybe not perfect, but it's a very, very nice crease color, that brown right there. I really, really like it. So I think it's worth it for that. And, you know, if the other shadow needs a little help, that's fine. For an eyeliner, I have L'Oreal Infallible 16-Hour Never Fail Eyeliner in brown. These are really good eyeliners, and I had this on yesterday too. And they're just really easy to work with, and they don't move, and they last all day. Good stuff. L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. I think I did a whole video on this. Awesome mascara, brand new. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend that. Love it, love everything about it. Filled in my brows with my NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder in Taupe Ash. Found that at Target. Awesome brow powder. I just put that on like with an angled brow brush. And, oh, I forgot to talk about what I did underneath my eyes. I used something new I picked up. This is e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer and Highlighter. What I did, I didn't use both sides, not today anyway. Yesterday I did. Yesterday I put the white on the dark circle. I know it's not meant to be used that way, but I was trying something. Put the white on my dark circle, then put the concealer over it, blended it right over it once this had blended in. And I think it worked pretty good. Today, used something else new. Picked up the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Heavy Duty Concealer. Used the e.l.f. white cream first, then put this over it today. I don't like the way this feels on my skin. It's made it like really dry. It kind of had like dry patches after I put this on. It's I don't know, this is not good if you have dry skin. But it's too bad because this is a really heavy duty concealer. I'm wondering if I mix this with some moisturizer, if I could make it work that way. I don't know, I'm not sure. But it comes with this little pencil thing that I guess is supposed to be to put on blemishes. And I don't know how that would work on me because it's just like a, that's not going to show up. It's just like a beige pencil thing. So yeah, I don't think that would probably work. But if you've tried those products, that Glamoflauge thing with the pencil, let me know how you made out. And on my lips is, and I can't believe that it took me this long to try this. This is a Rimmel Lasting Finish lipstick by Kate Moss in number 8. It's one of those My Lips But Better. Smells so nice. These are supposed to be a matte lipstick, but it goes on beautiful and doesn't feel like any traditional matte lipstick that I've used, with maybe the exception of some of the newer products like the L'Oreal La Matte, the Revlon matte balms. But as far as a traditional type lipstick that isn't like a special formula or anything, this is pretty incredible for a matte lipstick. I did put this underneath it, which is another new purchase of mine. This is one of the new NYX Butter Lip Balms, and again, smells so nice. I got this in the color Brownie, and I don't really feel like the Rimmel lipstick needs lip balm underneath it, but if you were going to do that, which I did, they're almost the exact same color. Okay, this is a new format for me, you guys, so I'm gonna need to get used to it. I was supposed to segue now into something else. I'm all out of time here. I don't have time to talk about anything else because I have to keep it under 15 minutes. So I think what I'll do is I will have to either talk faster or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out, don't worry. But today is just going to be face of the day, and then tomorrow I'll work on a better way of being able to get all this information in, plus a little segment about something else. So that's it. Our time is up. Bye-bye.